Viewers and subscribers, welcome back. Welcome back to the Sports Perspective TV. As always, thank you for tuning in. Really appreciate you taking your time out to watch the video and interacting with the video as well. Right? So, as you can tell from the thumbnail, right, the wait is over. Right? Cricket West Indies, they have announced the squad that will be going up against England and Ireland, in the ODI tour, which is coming up later this month. Actually, I think the first match is on the 21st of May, right? Where we'll be going up against Ireland in 3 ODIs and also taking on England in 3 ODIs, right? So the squad has been released. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing the squad with you and then just sharing a few thoughts, as it relates to the squad. We won't go too in depth, but definitely we'll share a few thoughts as well, right? So, but before I share the squad, YouTube formalities. Take a few seconds to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so as yet. Free and simple ways for you to support the channel, but it goes a far way in helping the channel to grow and helping the video to get in the YouTube algorithms as well, right? So with that out of the way, let's get into the squad, right? So the squad is as follows, right? And I won't make this video too long. So the squad is as follows, right? So we have Shea Hope, who is the captain, of course, right? Then you have Joel Andrew. He's in the squad as well. And I like that. The youngster. He's been performing well in our regional competitions, and he was in. I think he was, if I remember right, he was in the squad that went up against Sri Lanka. I don't remember if he was in the Bangladesh squad, right? But Joel Andrews in the squad. Then you have Casey Carty, right? Rastan Chase. So Rastan Chase, Mr. All-rounder, right? Utility player. He's in the squad, providing a spin bowling option. You have Matthew Ford. Then Justin Greaves. Justin Greaves also makes a squad. Amir Django. Azar Joseph. Shamar Joseph. Good to see Shamar back fit and in a West Indies squad for sure. That's always a positive sign. Brandon King also is in the squad. Evan Lewis, Gudakesh Moti, and Mr. Consistent Sherfian Rutherford. So that's the 15-man squad. That will be taking on Ireland and England in the upcoming ODI series. Again, just going over the squad quickly. Shea Hope, captain. Joel Andrew, Casey Carty, Rastan Chase, Matthew Ford, Justin Greaves, Amir Django, Azar Joseph, Shamar Joseph, Brandon King, Evan Lewis, Gudakesh Moti, and Sherfian Rutherford. Right. So just from first glance at the squad, I do personally I like this squad. I think it is a strong squad, right? There will be a lot of competition for places in this squad, right? If you just looking at it firsthand, personally, I'll have a hard time picking a sure starting 11, right? Normally, sometimes squads are named, and you can look at the squad right away and kind of come up with a starting 11 without too much hassle or too much thinking. This squad, in particular, is not so, right? Quite a few of the players there, have been batting well, have been performing well. So, the starting 11, and so that's always a good sign when you have a hard time picking a starting 11 from a squad, right? So from that standpoint, I like the squad, right? Also the bowling options, right? Good to see Shamar Joseph or Azar Joseph in the squad. Did I say Romario Shepherd? Oh, so actually I missed two. So you have Sherfin Rutherford, Jaden Seals, and Romario Shepherd as well are in the squad as also, right? So I did miss Shepherd and Jaden Seals, but they are also a part of the squad, right? So from a bowling standpoint, right, it there's definitely a lot of options there, bowling wise, right? PS bowling, Rastan Chase and Gudakesh Moti being the two spin bowling options. And then in terms of fast bowling options, you have Jaden Seals, Romario Shepherd, Azar Joseph, Shamar Joseph, Matthew Ford, right? So there are quite a few bowling options in this squad, right? I like it, right? And quite a few all-rounders as well, right? In the likes of Matthew Ford, who batted well in the recently concluded West Indies Championship, got a century. Romario Shepherd, who, few days ago smashed a blistering 53 or 14 balls in the IPL, right? So Shepherd, you know, his batting, at least in the shortest format of the game, is doing well, and hopefully that can be transferred to the West Indies team as well, right? Obviously, Rastan Chase, you know, Justin Greaves also in the team as an all rounder, and then the specialist batsman as well, right? You know, Shea Hope, you know, captain. You know, we do expect big things from Shea Hope. You know, him leading from the front, right? But Sherfin Rutherford, of course, you know, over the past year, we can argue that he has been our best batsman in the ODI format. You know, definitely consistently scoring at least half centuries, consistently among the runs, right? Brandon King and Evan Lewis, of course, you know, also experienced, and you know, on any given day, either of them can go off and score runs for the team also, right? So you know, there's a good balance in the team, in my opinion. You know, so I definitely like the squad. You know, definitely share in the comment section what you think about the squad. You know, and if there are any players that were left out that you were expecting to see in the team, or you wanted to see in the team, right? You know, even in the release, Cricket West Indies said that, you know, it's a similar team to the team that went up against England and Bangladesh, you know, earlier this year or late last year, right? And the reason for that is because they're trying to build a nucleus, right, in preparation for the 2027 Cricket World Cup, right? So, you know, Darren Sammy and team, you know, they're looking to build, to have continuity in the team, right? Because with continuity, then, you know, hopefully that brings consistency as well, right? You know, they won the last two series that they played. You know, hopefully that momentum can be carried into these series, and they come out victorious in this series between them and Ireland, and against England as well, right? So you know, nice squad. I like it, like I said, but definitely let me know your thoughts in the comment section. You know, in subsequent videos, you know, I'll be doing a more in-depth analysis. But you know, just on the surface, you know, I really do like this squad. But share your thoughts in the comment section. You know, what you think about this squad. You know, do you think this squad is capable of getting the job done? And if not, then what changes would you have made, right? But that's all I have for you in this one. Like I said, I know won't make this one too long, right? So as always, thank you for watching. Do remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think about this squad, and how do you think they will do? Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.